Goku. You've proven yourself worthy. In fact, I'd like to offer you my job.
Me? Are you serious? Guys, in today's video, we're going to another unprecedented story here on the channel where Goku will be invited to be the new Kami-sama on Earth, but will Goku accept? Well, let's find out together, but first leave your like and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. Have you done that? So let's start. In Universe 7, one day, Zeno-sama decided to call an emergency meeting with all the Kami-sama that existed in all 12 universes. The reason for the meeting was confidential, and Dende, Earth's Kami-sama from Universe 7, was determined to put some temporary replacement in his place during the meeting with Zeno-sama, and for him, no one was more honorable and worthy of that position. If not, Son Goku. Dende was in the temple, observing the horizon with a serious expression. He felt the responsibility heavy on his shoulders, but his decision was made. With a calm voice, he called out for Mr. Popo. Dende said, "Mr. Popo, I need you to bring Goku here. Is it urgent?" Mr. Popo nodded and quickly activated his teleportation technique, locating Goku on the planet Beerus, where he trained with Whis. Within seconds, Goku appeared at the temple, curious and excited. Goku said, "Hi, Dende. What there was? You seemed very serious when you called me," said Goku, rubbing his head. Dende took a deep breath before starting to explain. Dende said, "Goku, Zeno-sama has called an emergency meeting with all Kami-sama from the 12 universes. I don't know why, but it's something extremely important. While I'm gone, I need someone to take care of Earth and Kami-sama's responsibilities. And I chose you." Goku widened his eyes, surprised, and said, "Me? But Dende, I'm a fighter, not a guardian. Why don't you choose someone else like Piccolo?" Dende shook his head firmly and said, "Goku, you are the person I trust most. Your purity of heart, your determination, and your sense of justice are incomparable. The Earth needs someone like you, even if temporarily. Furthermore, as Kami-sama, my order is absolute, and you must accept it." Goku scratched his head and looked thoughtful. He knew the seriousness of Dende's words and felt the weight of responsibility. Even so, he still had doubts. Goku then replied, "But what if something happens while I'm here? What if someone needs help in a fight?" Dende placed his hand on Goku's shoulder with a reassuring smile and said, "I trust you will do what is right, Goku. Also, if something urgent happens, I'm sure you'll find a solution. You always find it. Please accept this responsibility." After a few seconds of reflection, Goku finally had the answer with a determined smile on his face and said, "It's okay, Dende. I'll take care of the Earth while you're gone. You can count on me." Dende smiled in relief and hugged Goku, saying, "Thank you, Goku. Now, I need to prepare for the meeting. Take good care of the Earth." With that, Dende prepared for his journey to reunite Zeno-sama, while Goku temporarily assumed the mantle of Earth's Kami-sama, determined to protect the planet and its inhabitants. Before leaving, Dende approached Goku with a package in hand. He opened the package, revealing a white robe and a navy blue sash. Dende said, "These are Kami-sama's clothes. By wearing them, you will be respected as the guardian of the Earth. They represent the wisdom and responsibility you now carry." Goku picked up Kami-sama's cloak carefully, admiring the fine fabric and details. He quickly exchanged his battle clothes for his cloak, feeling a little different but determined to fulfill his new role. Dende said, "Remember, Goku, your ki must always be focused on everything that is happening on Earth. He didn't get distracted by fights or training. The safety of the planet depends on you now." Goku smiled, but there was a determination in his eyes that showed he understood the seriousness of the situation. Goku said, "You can leave it, Dende. I will do my best. I know it's a huge responsibility, but I will protect the Earth with all my strength." Dende smiled, satisfied. Dende said, "I trust you, Goku. Now I need to leave for the meeting. Good luck." With a final wave, Dende placed his hands on the ground and teleported to find Zeno-sama. Goku stood alone in the temple, feeling the vastness of his new responsibility. He closed his eyes and began to concentrate his Kai, expanding his consciousness to feel every corner of the Earth. The hours passed slowly. Goku, used to constant action, felt boredom begin to take over. He got up and decided to talk to Mr. Popo, who was calmly taking care of the temple's plants. Goku said, "Mr. Popo, how can you stand to stay here all the time without doing anything?" Mr. Popo smiled patiently. Mr. Popo replied, "There is always something to do, Goku. Keeping the temple in order and being aware of the energies of the world are important tasks, but I understand that you, as a warrior, may find this tedious." Goku then remembered something. Goku said, "Is the hyperbolic time chamber still working?" Mr. Popo replied, "Yes, the hyperbolic time chamber is always ready to be used. You've used it many times in the past, haven't you?" Goku smiled with a nostalgic smile. Goku said, "It's true. I remember training there with Gohan, Vegeta, and even Trunks. It was difficult but also incredible." Mr. Popo asked, Would you like to use it again? Goku looked thoughtful for a moment, then nodded enthusiastically. Goku said, yes, I think that would be a good idea. Can you let me know as soon as Dende returns from the meeting? Mr. Popo smiling said, of course Goku, I will let you know immediately when Dende returns. Before Goku entered the hyperbolic time chamber, Mr. Popo placed a hand on his shoulder. Mr. Popo said, Goku, before you enter the hyperbolic time chamber, I need to remind you of a few things. As a temporary Kami-sama, it is your responsibility to look after all humans and the earth. Any threat can appear like Frieza, so it is essential that you are prepared and attentive. Goku said, I understand Mr. Popo, I promise I'll be attentive. Mr. Popo then said, also remember to train with focus and determination. The hyperbolic time chamber can be unforgiving, but you've been there before. I trust you to use this time wisely. Goku smiled. Thank you, Mr. Popo. I will train like never before. Mr. Popo, with a nostalgic smile, said, I remember when you were just a child, Goku. We trained together here at the temple. You have always had a strong spirit and an unbreakable will. It's good to see that some things never change. Goku, with a look full of memories, replied, those were good times, Mr. Popo. I learned a lot from you and Kami-sama. It's amazing to be back here, even if temporarily. Mr. Popo nodded, visibly moved. Mr. Popo said, I'm happy to see how much you've grown, Goku. Now I will prepare the hyperbolic time chamber for you. I'm going to put a lot of food in there so you can train calmly and without worries. Goku thanked him as Mr. Popo headed to the hyperbolic time chamber. A few minutes later, he returned. Mr. Popo said, everything is ready, Goku. Go and train like never before. Master Ultra Instinct and be prepared to protect the Earth from any threat. Goku, with a confident smile, entered the hyperbolic time chamber, determined to overcome his limits and become even stronger. Meanwhile, Mr. Popo assumed the position of temporary Kami-sama, keeping a careful watch over Earth, awaiting Dende's return. In the hyperbolic time chamber. Inside the time chamber, Goku felt the familiar pressure of the environment. The wide expanse stretched to infinity and time seemed to distort around him. He knew that every moment inside was precious. Concentrated, he began training, focusing on mastering Ultra Instinct. Goku thought, this place never changes. The pressure is incredible, but I need to concentrate. Ultra Instinct is a technique that requires calm and absolute control. He started with basic exercises, gradually increasing the intensity. His goal was to enter the state of Ultra Instinct without needing a situation of imminent danger. He remembered past training with Whis and Beerus, using each tip and guidance to improve his technique. Hours turned into days, days into months. Goku went through several phases of training. He meditated to calm his mind, practiced combat moves to sharpen his reflexes, and tested his power in various imaginary situations. Goku thought, I need to remember Whis' words. Ultra Instinct is more about emptying the mind and letting the body react on its own. I can't force anything. One day during intense training, Goku felt a sudden change in his ki. His body began to move without him needing to think. He was entering the state of Ultra Instinct. His movements were fluid, fast and precise. He felt every cell in his body in perfect harmony. Goku thought, I'm almost there. I need to maintain this state for longer. I can't lose concentration. He continued training, maintaining the Ultra Instinct state for longer and longer periods of time. Every time he felt his concentration waver, he would stop, take a deep breath, and start again. He knew that patience was the key to mastering this technique. Meanwhile, outside the time chamber, Mr. Popo continued to watch over the temple and Earth. He felt a responsibility to protect the planet in case of emergency. His calm and wisdom were fundamental to maintaining order. Mr. Popo thought, Goku is doing a great job. He has always been an exceptional warrior. I trust he will master Ultra Instinct and be ready for any challenge. Inside the time chamber, Goku continued to strive to master Ultra Instinct. Feeling the need to intensify his training, he had an idea. Goku thought, what if I create clones of myself? With several eyes training together, I can accelerate the process of learning and improving Ultra Instinct. Goku smiled at the idea. He concentrated deeply, feeling his ki divide. In a matter of seconds, 3 clones identical to him appeared, all ready for intense training. Goku said, alright guys, let's focus and do our best. The objective is to maintain the Ultra Instinct state for as long as possible. Each of the clones began training in different aspects of Ultra Instinct. One clone focused on meditation to improve mental clarity, another in combat movements, testing reflexes and precision. The third clone trained ki techniques, learning to remain calm under pressure. Goku, watching all the clones, thought, this will work. With all these different approaches, I will be able to master Ultra Instinct faster. The days passed and Goku felt like he was making progress. With each training session, he saw significant improvements. He was able to enter the Ultra Instinct state more easily and maintain it for longer periods of time. His reflexes were sharper and his mind was clearer. One day, during a particularly intense training session, all of Goku's clones were in a state of Ultra Instinct. They moved with perfect synchronization, almost like a dance. It was an impressive sight. Goku thought, it's now. We are on the right way. We just need to keep it up. Meanwhile, outside the time chamber, Mr. Popo continued to watch the Earth closely. He felt a growing ease, knowing that Goku was progressing in his training. Mr. Popo thought, Goku is stronger than ever. When Dende returns, he will be impressed with Goku's progress. Inside the time chamber, Goku continued to train intensely with his clones, improving every aspect of Ultra Instinct. Meanwhile, outside the time chamber, a new threat emerged on Earth. Frieza, with a mischievous smile on his face, landed on the planet, his eyes burning with determination. He walked slowly across the Earth's ground looking for Goku. Frieza said, "Where is Goku? I need to face him again. I feel like he's here somewhere." Gohan, noticing Frieza's threatening presence, stepped forward. With a serious expression, he confronted the enemy. Gohan said, "Frieza, Goku isn't here, but if you're looking for a fight, I'm more than willing to take it on." Frieza, with a disdainful look, replied, "Gohan, don't waste your time. I'm here to face Goku. Tell me where he is and maybe I'll spare you." Gohan maintained his firm stance and replied, "I'm not going to tell you where he is, Frieza. If you want to fight, you'll have to go through me first." At that moment, Mr. Popo, observing the situation in the temple, decided to communicate telepathically with Gohan. Mr. Popo said, "Gohan, Goku is in the time chamber, training to master Ultra Instinct. It cannot be stopped. You need to hold Frieza until he's ready." Gohan, with determination in his eyes, mentally replied, "Don't worry, Mr. Popo. I'm confident in my beast form. I will give my all to defeat Frieza." Frieza said, "Gohan, where is Goku?" Frieza said, impatiently giving Gohan the last chance. Gohan, feeling the energy growing within him, replied, "Frieza, I already told you, you will have to face me, and don't underestimate my power." Gohan began to transform, his energy increasing rapidly. His hair turned silver, and his eyes glowed with a fierce intensity. He was in his beast form, prepared for battle. Frieza, surprised but still confident, said, "It looks like you've become stronger, Gohan. This will be interesting." The battle began. Gohan and Frieza exchanged quick and powerful blows, the clash of their energies causing tremors in the earth. Gohan, in his beast form, showed impressive strength and agility, fighting with all his heart to protect the planet. Inside the time chamber, Goku felt the disturbance in the ki around the earth. He knew something was up, but he needed to keep his focus. Goku thought, "Gohan is fighting someone powerful. I have to keep training. He can hold this enemy until I'm ready." Goku's clones continued to train intensely, each one perfecting a part of Ultra Instinct. The synchronization between them was perfect, each movement calculated and precise. Meanwhile, outside the time chamber, the battle between Gohan and Frieza continued to rage. Gohan, with his unshakable determination, managed to hold off Frieza, but the fight was difficult. He knew he needed to keep Frieza occupied for as long as possible. Gohan thought, "I trust my father. He will master Ultra Instinct and come back even stronger. I just need to buy time." Frieza, noticing Gohan's resistance, decided to intensify his attacks. He launched a powerful beam of energy towards Gohan, who quickly dodged and counterattacked with a powerful punch. Frieza said, "You're stronger than I imagined, Gohan, but that won't be enough to defeat me." Gohan, without losing his determination, replied, "I will protect the Earth, Frieza, no matter what happens." The fight continued, both warriors giving their all. Gohan, with his new transformation, showed impressive strength, but he knew he needed to hold out until his father was ready. Inside the time chamber, Goku felt that he was very close to completely mastering Ultra Instinct. He and his clones continued to train, the synchrony between them becoming more and more perfect. Goku thought, "I'm almost there. I need to stay focused." Gohan, hang in there. On planet Earth, the battle between Gohan and Frieza continued, and after exchanging several blows, Frieza stopped for a moment, admiring the Saiyan's new transformation. Frieza said, "I'm impressed, Gohan. His new transformation, this beast form, is truly remarkable. His power has increased significantly." Gohan, maintaining his defensive posture, replied, "Don't underestimate the strength of Saiyans." Frieza with a sinister smile replied, but that won't be enough, Gohan. You may have become stronger, but I didn't stay still either. I trained hard for years and achieved a power that goes beyond Black Frieza. Don't be scared, you insect, as I'm sure you've already been told about my new form. Gohan narrowed his eyes, feeling the seriousness in Frieza's words. Frieza continued, you can tell me where Goku is now, or I will reveal this new power. It's your choice. Gohan said, Frieza already said that I won't say where my father is. If you want to fight, you will fight with me. Frieza, with a look of disdain, replied, very well, Gohan. Get ready to face something you've never seen before. Frieza began to concentrate his energy, and a dark and powerful aura began to surround him. His transformation advanced, and the intensity of his ki grew exponentially. He was ready to show off his new power. Inside the time chamber, Goku felt the change in energy, and knew that that power belonged to Frieza. Goku thought, Frieza! He has become even stronger. Gohan, you need to hold on tight. Gohan, noticing the massive increase in Frieza's power, prepared himself for what was to come. He knew this would be a difficult fight. Frieza said, now Gohan, witness my true power! Frieza began to gather an incredible amount of energy, and a dark and powerful aura completely surrounded him. Gohan watched closely, expecting a physical change. But to his surprise, Frieza's appearance did not change at all from what he heard Goku and Vegeta say about the Black Frieza form, but the power emanating from him was overwhelming. Gohan, confused, said, Frieza, so this is your new form, but I feel immense power coming from you. Frieza, with a mischievous smile, replied, this is the true essence of my training, Gohan. My form need not change, for my power is beyond what you can imagine. I'm stronger since the last time I defeated your father and Vegeta. Now I'm going to ask you one more time, where is Goku? Gohan, maintaining his firm stance, replied, I told you, Frieza, I'm not going to reveal where he is. If you want to fight, fight with me. Frieza, with a threatening look, said, very well, Gohan. If you insist on being stubborn, then I will finish you off. Frieza advanced with impressive speed, attacking Gohan with a series of powerful blows. Gohan could barely keep up with Frieza's speed and strength, but he did his best to defend himself. While they fought, Frieza teased Gohan. Frieza said, remember the last time we faced each other, Gohan? I defeated him easily, and now history will repeat itself. If you don't tell me where Goku is, I will destroy you, just like I did in the past. Gohan, panting, felt the pressure of Frieza's words. Memories of his previous defeat flashed through his mind, but he knew he couldn't let himself be shaken. Gohan, determined, replied, I'm not the same anymore, Frieza. I learned from my mistakes and became stronger. I won't let you defeat me again. Frieza, laughing, said, we'll see, Gohan, we'll see. In the Chamber of Time. Inside the time chamber, Goku continued to feel the intense battle between Gohan and Frieza. He knew he needed to master Ultra Instinct quickly. Goku thought, Gohan is fighting with all his strength. I have to be ready to help. Mr. Popo, sensing the urgency of the situation, communicated telepathically with Goku. Mr. Popo said, Goku, Frieza's power is immense. Gohan is fighting bravely, but he needs your help. How is your progress in Ultra Instinct? Goku, focused, replied, I'm almost there, Mr. Popo. Just a little more. Please tell Gohan he just needs to hold on a little longer. Mr. Popo nodded, sending the message telepathically to Gohan. Mr. Popo said, Gohan, Goku is almost ready. He just needs a little more time. Hold tight. Gohan, feeling Mr. Popo's message, gained new determination. Gohan thought, Dad, I'll handle it. I know you're doing your best. Frieza, noticing the change in Gohan's expression, said, What was that, Gohan? It looks like you received some message, but it does not matter. I will finish you now. Gohan, with renewed strength, counterattacked with a powerful punch, pushing Frieza back. Gohan said, You won't defeat me, Frieza. It doesn't matter how strong you have become. I will protect the Earth until my father is ready. Frieza, irritated, said, Very well, Gohan. If that's how you want it, I will use all my power to end you once and for all. The battle between Gohan and Frieza continued to be intense, each blow exchanged resonating with tremendous energy. Gohan fought with all his strength, determined to protect the Earth and give Goku enough time to finish his training. Inside the time chamber, Goku felt that he was very close to completely mastering Ultra Instinct. He knew the time to intervene was approaching. With one last burst of concentration and determination, he was ready to achieve his goal. Goku thought, just a little more. Gohan, hang in there, I'm almost there. Frieza, using all his power, launched a devastating attack against Gohan, who was doing his best to resist. The impact was so strong that Gohan, despite his beast form, was forced to revert to his base form, falling to his knees, exhausted and bruised. Frieza, laughing mischievously, said, It seems your beast form is no match for my power, Gohan. You fought well, but you would never stand a chance against my Black Frieza. If I hadn't trained so hard, maybe you would have had a chance, but reality is relentless. Gohan, panting, tried to get up, but his strength was exhausted. He looked at Frieza with determination, but knew he was in a desperate situation. Frieza, slowly walking towards Gohan, said, "So, Gohan, where is Goku? If he doesn't show up, I will destroy the Earth. It looks like he's not around here, so maybe he's somewhere else. But to ensure he feels the impact of his failure, I will start by destroying everything he loves." Gohan, feeling imminent destruction, tried to get up again, but his strength was exhausted. He knew he couldn't do anything to stop Frieza in this state. Mr. Popo, realizing the gravity of the situation, decided to intervene telepathically. Mr. Popo said, "Frieza, wait! Don't destroy the Earth. I know where Goku is. I will reveal his location, but you must stop now." Frieza, stopping abruptly, looked around, trying to locate the origin of the voice. He immediately recognized Mr. Popo's presence. Frieza said, "Ah, Mr. Popo, so you know where Goku is. Alright, I'll listen. Tell me where he is and maybe I'll spare this planet for now." Mr. Popo, remaining calm, replied, "Goku is in the time chamber, training to master Ultra Instinct. He needs a little more time, and then he will be ready to face you. Give him that chance and you'll get the fight you want." Frieza, with a thoughtful look, considered Mr. Popo's words. Frieza said, "The time chamber, huh? Very good, Mr. Popo. I'll give Goku a little more time, but know that my patience is limited. If he doesn't show up soon, I won't hesitate to destroy this planet." Mr. Popo, relieved to gain a little more time, replied, "Thank you, Frieza. Goku will be ready soon. Please wait a little longer." Frieza, giving Gohan one last disdainful look, turned around and began to float in the air, watching the horizon. Frieza said, "Gohan, you were lucky this time. But when Goku appears, I will show him the true power of my training. Rest while you can." Inside the time chamber, Goku felt the urgency increase. He knew that time was running out and that Gohan had done everything to hold him back. Goku thought, "Gohan, thank you for holding Frieza back. I'm almost ready. Just a little more." In Lookout. Inside the time chamber, Goku knew that the time to completely master Ultra Instinct was near. He decided to create a mental fight in his mind, a scenario that could push his limits to the maximum. Goku, closing his eyes, concentrated deeply. In his mind, he created Beerus, the god of destruction. Upon seeing him, Goku smiled, happy to meet his powerful ally again, even if he was just a mental creation. Goku said, "Beerus, it's good to see you, even if it's just in my mind. I need your help to master Ultra Instinct." However, the Beerus in his mind didn't respond. He simply stood still with a serious and implacable look. Suddenly, Beerus raised his hand, creating a sphere of purple energy and powerful Hakai. Goku thought, he's going to use Hakai. I have to hold off this attack. If I can neutralize it, I know I will master Ultra Instinct. Determined even more, Goku prepared himself. He extended his hand, focusing all of his Ultra Instinct power to restrain the Hakai. Beerus launched the Hakai with force, and the sphere of destruction advanced towards Goku. He reached out his hand, trying to hold the Hakai, feeling the immense pressure and destructive power of the technique. Goku thought, "I have to concentrate every part of Ultra Instinct to neutralize this Hakai. I can't fail now." The Hakai's energy was overwhelming, but Goku kept his resolve firm. He focused his mind, emptying it of all thoughts and letting his body react instinctively, as Whis had taught him. Ultra Instinct began to manifest completely. Every movement that Goku's muscles made was perfect. Goku felt the Hakai energy in his hands, a feeling of pure destruction. He knew he had to remain calm and in absolute control to neutralize it, every cell reacting harmoniously. Goku said, "I can do this. I'm going to master Ultra Instinct now." With a cry of determination, Goku focused all his energy, holding the Hakai tighter. Little by little, he began to feel the destructive energy dissipate in his hands. He was succeeding, Goku thought. "It's working! I'm neutralizing Hakai." The power of Ultra Instinct flowed through him perfectly. Every effort was calculated. Goku was in a state of total harmony, and the Hakai was disappearing in his hands. Finally, the Hakai energy was completely neutralized. Goku felt a wave of relief and realization course through his body. He knew that he had mastered Ultra Instinct. Goku said, "I did it! Finally, I mastered Ultra Instinct!" Returning to the real world inside the time chamber, Goku opened his eyes, feeling more powerful and at peace than ever before. He knew he was ready to face Frieza and protect Earth. Goku thought, "Gohan, Mr. Popo, I'm ready. Frieza, I will end you once and for all." With renewed determination, Goku prepared to exit the time chamber, ready to face his destiny and protect the planet he loved. Goku said, "Mr. Popo, thank you very much for everything. But now, as the new temporary Kami-sama, I will protect the Earth." Mr. Popo replied, "I'm confident in you, Goku. Good luck." With a nod, Goku used his teleportation and found himself face to face with Frieza. He immediately felt the crushing pressure of Black Frieza's power. Frieza mocked, "Ah, Goku, he finally appeared. Do you remember the last time we met? I defeated you and Vegeta with just one punch." Goku replied, "This time will be different, Frieza. I'm here to put an end to this once and for all." After saying this, Goku's glowing silver aura enveloped his body in a way that Frieza had never seen before. Frieza was visibly scared, as he had never felt power like that before. Frieza said, "What is this, Goku? This power? I have never felt anything like this." Goku replied, "This is the true power of Ultra Instinct. I trained and perfected this form. Now I'm ready to defeat him." Frieza, even with his immense power as Black Frieza, felt a pang of worry. He knew he was facing a much more powerful Goku than before. Frieza thought, "I need to be careful. This Goku is different, but I can't lose." Goku, with absolute calm, advanced against Frieza. His movements were so fast that Frieza could barely keep up. Every blow from Goku was precise, dodging Frieza's attacks with ease. Frieza tried to counterattack, but Goku was like a shadow, always one step ahead. The battle intensified and the ground shook from the force of their blows. Goku said, "Frieza, you can no longer continue with your atrocities. I will protect the Earth and everyone I love." Frieza, feeling the pressure of combat, released even more power. But Goku, in his full Ultra Instinct state, was determined to win. The fight continued, with Goku showing a skill and strength that Frieza had never faced before. Frieza shouted, "This can't be happening! I am the Emperor of the Universe!" Goku replied, "And I am the Defender of the Earth, and I will stop you here and now!" The battle between Goku and Frieza reached new heights, each giving their all. But Goku, with his new form of full Ultra Instinct, had the advantage. He was determined to protect Earth and his friends, and nothing would stop him. The fight continued intensely, with Goku skillfully dodging all of Frieza's attacks. Every attempted blow from Frieza was rendered useless by Goku's perfect evasion, who seemed to always be one step ahead. Finally, after a sequence of impeccable movements, Goku managed to disarm Frieza and leave him with no way out. Frieza, now clearly defeated, fell to his knees and begged for mercy. Frieza said, "Goku, please have mercy. I surrender." Goku, always willing to give a second chance, stopped the fight and let his guard down. However, at that moment Goku was tricked. Somehow, Frieza had learned teleportation and, in the blink of an eye, disappeared from the battle. Goku said, frustrated, "Damn, he escaped again. But at least Earth is safe for now." Despite being upset about Frieza's escape, Goku felt happy to have managed to protect his planet once again. He took a deep breath, feeling the temporary peace he had gained. Meanwhile, in Zeno-sama's palace, Dende was having a completely different experience. He had been invited to an important meeting but found himself involved in an unexpected prank. Dende said irritably, "Zeno-sama, I thought we were here for a serious meeting." Zeno-sama replied with a mischievous smile, "Ah, Dende, sometimes even gods need to have a little fun. Now, come find me." Dende was playing hide and seek with Zeno-sama, running through the halls of the palace, still confused by the situation. He expected something more formal and important, but ended up getting involved in Zeno-sama's happy and carefree game. Dende thought, "Well, at least Zeno-sama is happy. I think this is also important." Meanwhile, Goku returned to Lookout, still reflecting on the battle. He knew Frieza was still a threat, but he was confident that with his new powers and the help of his friends, he would be able to face any challenge that came his way. Goku said to himself, "I need to keep training and preparing. Frieza may have gotten away this time, but next time he won't be so lucky." And so, with Goku determined and Dende learning to deal with the peculiarities of the gods, momentary peace was restored to Earth. But everyone knew that new adventures and challenges were always lurking, waiting for the right moment to emerge. A few days had passed since the last battle. Dende returned to planet Earth and immediately went to Lookout. There he found Goku and Mr. Popo, who told him everything that had happened. Surprised, Dende said, "I knew Goku would be the perfect Kami-sama. Thank you for protecting the Earth." Goku said, "It was an honor, Dende, but I think my work as Kami-sama is done for now. I'm ready to go home." Goku said, a little embarrassed by the compliments. Dende said, "Of course, Goku, you deserve to rest, and I know that you will always be ready to protect us when we need it," said Dende, putting on Goku's original clothes and making him return to being a Z warrior. With that, Goku said goodbye to Dende and Mr. Popo. He used his teleportation to return to his home. Upon arrival, he felt more powerful and happier than ever. The experience as Kami-sama had given him a new perspective and strengthened his powers. Guys, with that we come to the end of another story here on the channel. Did you like it? Don't forget to like and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. Bye!